Y'all come on in and have a seat. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and welcome back. It's been a while. What have y'all been doing? Let me see who's going to come up in here today because I have no clue. But I missed y'all, and we want to talk about the Lilith. Yes. I've learned some important information that I want to share with you guys. I want to know what's going on with you. You, and you. Where are my moderators and my subscribers and my supporters? Where are y'all at? Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in and hit the like button and all of that stuff. Who's in here? Hey, Ariel. How you doing, girl? We got us some H2O up in here. Hello, Planio. How you doing? Good morning, Cheryl. Good. Well, it's not. It's almost noon, and since I get up so early, I miss seeing you too, Yolanda. Since I get up so early, y'all, that I'm in the streets at 5 a.m. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm on the move by 5. Y'all come on. And let's talk about it. I've missed y'all, okay? I've missed y'all. We got to talk about some things. Let's see who else show up in the YouTube streets. Hey, Sonya Boo. How you doing, girl? What's going on? What's up, JC in the building? I miss seeing y'all, too. I'm glad you missed me, though. It's nice to know that y'all miss me when I'm not here. Me over here with this belly of mine, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It is nice to know that y'all miss me, because I feel like I'm a valuable person and I've given so much of myself. Thank you, Sonya Boo, to the YouTube streets. I've shared so much information about me personally and about things that interest me. And yeah, so it's been great. Um, so yeah, it's been a lot. Let me get me some water because my throat is dry. It's dry. My throat is dry. And I still got on them same nails. That woman did these nails, honey. But I need to go switch them out. And I've been spending time with Ashlyn. Ashlyn has been with me. And how have you been doing? Sonya Boo, to be honest with you, I am doing good. Now, I'm doing like all good Scorpios do. When you don't see me, I'm strategizing. And I'm thinking, and you might say, sure, what you been thinking about? Like all good Scorpios do, I'm thinking about life. Well, sure, what part of life? Just all different parts, because this is the deep lane. So if I call y'all the deep lane, imagine what it's like for me to spend time with me. So I've been doing that. And let me read this comment. A brilliant blessing says, "Good morning, beautiful. Yes, been a while. Got a new job. Now I can spend more time with you, love. Just now leaving my last day of graveyard shift. Congratulations on that. That's not good for the body, girl. But we do what we gotta do. We do what we gotta do. Just got a new position working at home. Same employer. Congratulations. So you've certainly been manifesting. Now I can be more human. Yes, oh brilliant. Congratulations, girl. So that's what I've been doing too, y'all. No, I didn't mean to do that, Lord. No, I did not. Let's see. I've been doing that too. I've been thinking about all things that matter. Of course, I've been watching what's going on in social media because y'all know I'm the social media queen. But y'all, I've been thinking about Lilith. Do y'all know who Lilith is? Anyway, and this is not what I've been doing the whole time, but this has just dropped down on my radar because it just, how like when you hear certain type of information, and I've been on a journey inside of my own soul. You know what I mean? I started off, if y'all know me from the beginning, in the YouTube streets, talking about bad relationships, what I went through with my husband, and then I went past that and I started talking about my childhood and my first family, which is my mother, my dad, and my siblings. I was talking about that, and I shared a lot of information. And then, it's just a lot started happening. Then it went me being a content creator, critiquing others, and that's when I fell in the shithole. Can y'all do me a favor and like the video and share it? So go, like, when you hit the share, hit the just say hit the share link, and whether or not you share it with anybody or not, that's not the bit, because the algorithm thinks that you're sharing it out. So hit, because I do that all the time on TikTok, and my channel has been my page has been growing on TikTok. What's up, Christina? I just been working. I'm ready to find another job. Girl, keep on manifesting. That's what life is all about. I want you to have what you want. And the only way that you don't get it is that you stop. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep moving. And I was just talking to my son. He just left, the oldest one. And he's on the way to, a job interview. And I was telling him, don't when you've not reached your promised land, the thing that you really want, when you've not reached it yet, just rest in the process, because the process is part of it. You welcome a brilliant. The process is worth it. Just rest in the process. Don't be anxious, okay? So, honey, I got a video. Let's see, can we do this here? Because y'all know we be struggle streaming, honey. But I got something to share with y'all, baby, today. Because this is a deep lane done. Thank you, Sonya. Good, 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 good morning. Sha-da-da-da-da. Good morning. Sha-da-da-da-da. Good morning. Good morning. Christina, you going through? I'm going through a lot. I'm also holding everything in. I'm also going through depression. Listen, don't hold it in. Do you some research. Find out what you got to do about that depression. Okay? And I sympathize and empathize with you, because bad emotions ain't no joke. Good morning. Da 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 da. Slow it down. Good morning. Da 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 da. Hey, Eric. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, so gotta share something with y'all, because I would not be the person that y'all have met without bringing y'all something of substance. Okay? But how many of y'all know that in the society that we are living in right now, the society that we are living in right now, it's a whole lot going on. Christina, talk about it. Remember, you are worthy. Yes, you are, Christina. It's a lot going on right now. Everything is changing. Where are my viewers? Where are my viewers? Setting. No, what is it doing? No, no. I don't want that. I don't want no Apple ID. Not now. Cancel. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Sure, I missed that song. If you could sing the smile on my see the smile on my face right now. Oh, Latonya, thank you so much for helping her out. I appreciate that. Um, you missed that song, girl. We always got that song in our soul, honey. That song ain't going nowhere, honey. What was the? How did we first start out? We started out. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Y'all remember that? Let's go to my Facebook. Let's go to my Facebook. Oh, no. No. Y'all, I can't even get into my Facebook. Isn't that awful? Mm. No. Why y'all doing this to me? Why are y'all doing this to me? Or is this me doing it to myself? Please do not suffer in silence. Very dangerous and very unnecessary. Oh. Um, let's try my phone number. Let's see. Okay, use that. Okay, this is my account. Yes, it is. This is my account. Now give it to me. Continue. It's asking me, it's talking about an old email. Let's use, um, I don't know. No, we can't do it that way. Use, okay, let me use my current email. That's why y'all get irritated with me because I be struggle streaming. That's what it is. Let's see. No, I don't want to use that. No, no. Let me do my email because my phone number is not allowing me. Cheryl Grabowski 4 at gmail.com. I got something. Y'all, I'm working today. Thank God. How many of y'all going to church for Easter? Okay, log in. Oh, God. Log in with Google. Okay, let's do Google. See if I can get in that way. Continue. It's not going to let me do that either. So I guess I'm permanently locked out. No, this is not, no. This is not the Cheryl Grabowski. I guess I could go to my other Facebook. All right, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Because I just need to do, I am on live. What you mean, Latanya, what you mean, girl? Security alert login near Charlotte. All right, but what y'all asking me though? This is me. No. Okay, let's see. We can't do it. We can't do it. Password. Not now. All right, we just got too many problems. Oh, you're going to church Easter on live in live in my bed. Okay, so I'm going to have to freestyle it. And I was really trying to be of substance today since this is the first day that you guys have seen me and God knows when. I don't even know how long it's been since we were live. Hopefully after this next back surgery, I will be back on my feet. Back surgery. Latanya, I didn't know you have problems with your back. Back surgeries are real. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Gee whiz. I guess we'll be demonetized too. Hold on, y'all. My son asking me for a cash app. This is the fourth one. Why you keep? I'm just asking. Why do you keep letting them do it, Latanya? Latanya? I'm gonna have to go. Okay, so let me see, let me ask tell him to request it. That'll be easier for me. Request it, please. Um. So yeah, that'll be easier for me. So let me just wing it. So two things. Larry Reed live. I looked at his live, and I have the videos that I want to show y'all. So go to my main Facebook where the profile picture is in gray. It's a gray picture, and I got the short hair, the gray, silver, white hair. So it's on that Facebook, and so I guess I need to take the time to get in there and get rid of all them other Facebooks and just use that one. But that's what the commentary is. So Larry Reed Live did. People told me, oh God, hold on, y'all. Let me send the cash app. Hold on. All right, we back. Christina, what's your email? Okay. People told me not to do it, but when you've been in this pain, you're willing to try anything. Trust me, my family thinks like you. Oh, no, I understand. I mean, that just made really good sense. You're trying to get out of the pain. That makes sense. Um, so yeah, I was looking at Larry Reed Live, and there's a let's see. Let's see, can we go to YouTube? Even though I'm on YouTube. Let's see, can we find it? There is a viral clip of a pastor. We ain't gonna be able to find it that way anyway. All right, am I back? Hold on. No, it's not freezing. Want me to find it before I start driving? Yes. So Larry Reed Live just did his last live that he did. There's a viral clip of a pastor who's telling his congregation, he's preaching to his congregation, and he's telling them to obey leadership. He's telling them to obey authority. He's telling them to do what the police and the government tell you to do. He's telling them to, boy, it just is really alarming. Um, his preaching, and I want y'all to hear it. So if you could find it on YouTube, then, or if you could find it on YouTube, that would be great. Or just give me his name and I'll find him on the YouTube. But honey, he went off. And so Larry took his time, and I can appreciate him for that. I will go watch when we get out. Girl, you wait till you hear it, Latanya. It is startling. It is startling. And hey, Mr. Green, how you doing? What Larry is saying is that he's not seen that type of whiteness from a black person in a long time. He did mention that. That's my email, Latanya Garner. He did mention that Kenneth Copeland has something to do with this man, or Kenneth Copeland was in the audience. I don't know. And basically, there's another clip of another black preacher. Both of them are attractive African American men preachers. And the other preacher, his argument is that nowadays people are saying that Jesus was black. Larry Reed said that Jesus was a mutt. Basically he's calling him an Afro Jew, and we know that all black people. Oh, no. Let me get that corrected. We know that all people come from Africa. Okay, because humanity started with us as melanated people. So all nationalities of people come from us. So if you're Afro, then you're black. And that all leads back to Africa. Hey, Sunday Rose. So that's what Larry was saying. And so the preacher was saying that black people, Larry Reed, yes, it was on. No, I know which platform it was on. I need the preacher's name because I need to find a clip. Matter of fact, you're right, girl. Child, bless my heart. You are. I don't know. My mind automatically thinks I send the clip to my Facebook. So that's where I'll be wanting to go get it. But I actually can find it on YouTube. If he put it on, oh, there it is. Mm, mm, mm. Hold on. So let me find it.
We become, the more pathological we become, thereby taking, and all it needs you.
Hold on.
And standing on the side of humanity, which is also the side of black. Let me say something about that.
Can y'all hear?
And
hold on.
But when you look at the world, Action Sunday, the death, burial, and resurrection that they, and so the Christian people can't do anymore.
What that first clip at?
Out of 10 when that.
Stay connected to Larry Reed Live.
We're about to have a hello everybody. My name is some new problem.
Y'all, I'm really making more money on YouTube with the shorts instead of doing the lives. Isn't that crazy? And I give way more energy to the lives. Not that I'm making a lot of money at all. That's not what's going on. All right. Let's see. Well.
So y'all sort of.
Okay, listen.
Pay your taxes and stop cheating on your documents. I'm going to go deep. I'm about to get everybody mad. Stop bending your numbers. Watch. The Lord said, give back to Caesar what belongs to him. That is, be submitted to governmental authority. See, now watch. I see all of y'all looking at me. You know why you're looking at me like that? Because you don't read. After Jesus is resurrected, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. When I was 15 years old, I'm walking up Hollis. I'm walking down Hollis in Queens. And an Italian cop drove right by me. And I locked eyes with the cop, and we stared at each other, and he drove by. My ego and his ego. No cameras, no iPhones, no social media, no recordings. And then he says one word to me. Listen to what he says to me.
Girl,
Listen
yes.
what he says to me. He says to me, watch, say something. And in that moment, I hear the voice of my mom and my father. Son, obey authority. Son, respect your elders. Son, don't be in trouble out there with the police. Son, make sure you listen to people when they talk. And I can hear them blah, 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 blah. And in that moment, with that Glock pressed to my head, I got to make a decision. Either my ego is going to be strong, or my submission to authority is going to be stronger than my ego. And if I have not been taught to obey authority, and because I'm not saved, I'm separated from God now for all eternity. By a cop's bullet. Why? Because my ego was stronger than my submission. I don't care. Blaming white cops for the killing of black kids.
Hold on, because Larry just went silent. He gonna come back in a minute. But, baby, I'm going to try to wait until he comes. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Be patient. Be patient. I definitely need that clip. How dare him? Meanwhile, hold on. Hold on, honey. Girl. Ooh, child. Hold on. White privilege is running amok. So we are to obey our government that ain't doing none of the above. I'm confused. Wow. Yes. Okay. Let's keep going. Hold on. We got to
understanding. When I was sent this clip of Pastor Philip Mitchell, within the first few seconds, I was alarmed to hear a black man tell a mostly black congregation, from what I understand, that they need to no longer hold responsibility to white cops repeatedly shooting black children. I couldn't understand it. It didn't make any sense to me because the work that we do as black people in leadership positions is to encourage all those we serve, but particularly if I'm...
Girl, I'm not sure as to what church it is, right? I don't know. But I wasn't going to talk to y'all about this because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. I didn't want my emotions to get in the way because I'm working on that. That's part of what I'm doing while I've been away from you guys is making, get my emotions under control. But yeah, this almost floored me, literally.
Black man, then I have a responsibility to the black cause in a different way. The obvious caveat, and that is that white cops have killed unarmed black children and kids and people, adults, for so many years, doing what they were created to do. Because the cops were, the police
Hold on.
were.
So Larry getting ready to give us, and I know y'all already know, but just listen to this. Larry is getting ready to give us some history on the origin of policing, and when he started doing this, I was very pleased, very happy that he went this way.
Created for the purpose of carrying out the government's orders to round up runaway slaves.
Did y'all hear that? The purpose of the police originally, the origin of the police, was to round up runaway slaves. That's the origin of policing. Think about what the pastor said and think about that. Hold on.
And to maintain the order and enforce the law, particularly the law that was created for black and browns enslaved. So,
A Brilliant says, the Carmelo Anthony story has had me in a chokehold. Now this, so if we listen to this pastor, then Carmelo should have let those YT twins continue to bully him and beat on him. Well, A Brilliant, there are some of us black and brown people who are part of the problem, and we've got to deal with that. There is you could just split us right down the middle. You got the black and brown people who would take the time to go and find out about the origin or to talk about the origin because it matters. And then you got the other ones who are basically whitewashed.
the origin of policing is problematic. And to discuss that...
Wait a minute, hold on. Between you, A Brilliant, and your comment and what Larry just said, the origin of the policing is problematic. While you say, A Brilliant, blessings, the devil is a lie, exclamation point. The police are still behaving that way, exclamation point. They think we still slaves. So in all of those years, there is a percentage of the police that are still acting the same way, because that is some type of what is some type of indoctrination, some type of mindset, or some type of spirit, or some type of energy, and is still alive today. The pastor guy is supposed to be speaking on God's behalf, and he uses the text. He uses, good morning, Aaron Jones. How you been? He's using the Bible as a tool, as the colonizers did, as a tool, the book that they edited, hashtag manipulated, to indoctrinate and to cause the black and brown people to give up their power while policing them and unaliving them all at the same time. It's a lot going on 2025. Okay? Let's get back to this. Ooh, jeez.
As a man in a black man's body and not acknowledge the pain of many moms, sisters,
Hold
brothers,
on.
and families.
Larry just said, and Larry is a preacher too. So Larry just said, as a black man, you get up here, Mr. Pastor, sir, and you speak to and blame, literally blame, the black people for resisting the authority, or the young African American boys and men for resisting the authority slash slavery behavior, and you tell them to obey their policing and government, hashtag master, because of these white systems are still systeming, and you do all of that and you don't even mention why they resist. But you're an advocate for obedience. Because if they obey, then they'll obey you, because you got your own agenda. You don't say anything about their pain. What's up, Poopy? Poopy Pie? Hey, girl, it's been a long time. You don't say nothing about their pain, sir. And you're speaking for God. You don't acknowledge their hurt. Mr. Preacher Man, I just can't believe this. Can y'all believe it? Okay, still listening, Cheryl. Now that we got the clip, I'm going to start driving so I can get home. This is too good. Okay, Trump going to start another WAR. Woo.
Who had to watch and still got to watch because it's viral. And no matter how many years it is, it still come up. And have to watch their child, their loved one, their dad, their brother, their mom, their aunt be slaughtered with their hands up, which is murder. I don't understand how he can do it. The statement, this is a 2-minute and some change clip. So all of you guys that's saying you got to watch the whole sermon.
Y'all didn't hear most of it.
What are you saying?
Larry said he don't, wait a minute.
You're telling us to watch the whole sermon so that then we can.
Larry said, y'all get ready to hear him say, Larry said he does not, people are telling him to watch the whole sermon. He said no, and he a preacher himself. The reason why he says no is because he knows that if you listen to, because words cast spells. That's why a lot of times, but anyway, words cast spells. So Larry said, no, I'm not getting ready to listen to a spirited person like this, the preacher guy, do this kind of talking so he can put that kind of energy on me. No, I'm not doing that. God did not tell us to sit and be led to slaughter. Poopy Pie says in the chat God did not tell us to sit and be led to the slaughter, especially during trying times like WAR. Girl, honey, that pastor is narcissistic to the bone. Or, let me just be fair, maybe he's not narcissistic. Maybe he's just colonized. Maybe he's just unevolved. Maybe he's not awake. But, sir, you do not do what you just did. You don't do that.
Be pulled into his spell as a public speaker. Come on, let's tell the truth. We all have that ability as orators to bring you in. So you want me to go and get the entire spell. So then by the time he get to this part, I am so in love with the lovely song that he has become in my ear that I just explain it away. Been there, done that, not doing it anymore. I'm no longer allowing anything that comes up in my consciousness from programming and conditioning to explain away.
Wait a minute. I'm not allowing anything that comes up in my consciousness for programming and conditioning to explain away. That's what is obvious. What is obvious is that, sir, you are following the colonizers' program. That's what's obvious. So anyway, let's listen to a little bit more. We got about, what? Let me see. I got to leave here in about 20 minutes.
What I see is wrong right before my eyes. I'm not going to allow whatever that is to explain away what is right in my eyes and very clear that is wrong and improper, inhumane. Is an act of injustice or is a statement that just improper.
Inhumane and an act of injustice. What the preacher did. Oh my God. Good morning, Nard. How you doing? How you doing? He said what the preacher did was unjust. That's what he said. There are two groups of black and brown people. That's what I see. I see the ones that are awake and the ones that are not. I see the ones who have bought into the indoctrination and the edits from the colonizers. And I've talked to you guys about this many a times. I see the ones who this preacher, somebody mentioned Kenneth Copeland. Hey, Nick, how you doing, girl? Somebody mentioned Kenneth Copeland and that the preacher was connected to Kenneth Copeland. We know that the white we know I'm doing pretty good. We know that the white we know that the white evangelicals and the white Christian nationalists and the televangelists, they all uphold that system. That system of the edits that are in that Bible. One of these preachers, and I guess we're gonna have to do it this evening if y'all want to do it this evening. But there are two black men that Larry is showing. And the other one is disgusted by the idea that Jesus is a black or a brown person. Power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The church is unfortunately no exception. The way that these people, to your point, Poopy Pie, the way that these people have written themselves and edited themselves into power is crazy. In my days of theology, the pastor was the leader. The pastor is not to be questioned. The pastor had all the power. The pastor could rebuke the deacons, the elders, and everybody in the church, and people were afraid. Hold on one second. The pastor had all the authority, and everybody was afraid. Everybody was afraid of the pastor. The pastor ruled with an iron fist. Everybody was scared. Um, Here, this one. Shh! I told you don't say nothing. Well, no, you just wait because I'm getting ready to end the live. I'm getting ready to end it. The pastor had all the power. It's Andre. Hello, Andre. And the people were scared. I feel like nowadays, like we really do need the church to, the black church, we need them to wake up. But in my opinion, because y'all know about my opinion, the problem is that they're not caring about the black people as a collective. They're caring about saying what they need to say in order to rub elbows with the white ministries that are bigger so that they can promote themselves. Poopy Pie says, especially when these positions they hold are regarded so highly, especially to cops and judicial systems. Because Poopy Pie, have you thought about, they're all the same people. It's the same, they're all the same people. Right now, what's going on in our country with my last 8 people that are here in the live, what's going on in the country in Washington and church, because politics and religion done this here. There's a marriage between the two. There is no way that the black church, because that's what I'm talking about today, the black church can deny that politics and religion have done this. They are married. When Paula White is in the White House and there is speaking in tongues, laying of hands, and oil going on, the same thing that goes on in the black churches every Sunday. They all are saying Jesus is with us. Our commander in chief says that he is a born again believer and that God is using him. They all say that. Meanwhile, people are being hurt. People are being, black and brown people are being unalived. They're even sending some people outside the country to other prisons, and they won't be able to come back. This group of people that say that they are God's people, this group that are saying that they are God's people, they are showing no mercy. There is no justice. They are cruel. They are religious. The black church got to wake up, and they've got to choose a side, because these people are saying, and I was telling my daughter the other day, she said, Mama, she said, it is so, I just don't understand the Christians. I said, listen, until they accept the fact that the very book that they live by, most of it is a manipulation. Now let's talk about Lilith. We're going to be talking about Lilith on this channel because I found out some things about Lilith. When it comes to the divine feminine, the same colonizers they've switched to everything. They switched everything over. They took the power from the divine feminine, the woman, and they gave it to the man. And then they blamed the woman for the fall of creation. And then they wrote themselves into power. The Father, male. The Son, male. The Holy Spirit, male. Until you start to question everything, you've not even started on your journey. And Lilith, I like her. The divine feminine. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know me as a content creator, right? Because you know some people in the YouTube streets that say y'all don't know me. But y'all know me as a content creator. I'm just learning about Lilith. I'm talking about within the last 5 days. Hold on, Ashley. I have literally been on this YouTube saying that give us, who is us, women, give us 1 year and we'll give you another earth. I didn't realize that women were in charge anyway. And that is the divine. That is the order. The reason why, we're going to end this live on this, and I'll see y'all soon. The reason why this earth is in chaos is because of men. It's because of the men. I don't know that much about Lilith. Poopy Pie says, I've been learning about her on and off for a few years now, and I am with you. See, Poopy Pie didn't know. I didn't even know about Lilith. My observation tells me that this would be a better world if women were in charge. And that men, good men, when they realize that there is something very spiritual and divine and godly and just about the woman, then everything changes. That's my own observation without any information about the Lilith. I know me. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm an auntie, I've been a wife twice. I have a lot of earth experience. I've been watching. I pay attention to everything. I want to say this last thing too. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save it for later. But we are out of order. And the colonizers wrote themselves into power. They stripped the black man and then blamed the divine feminine, which is the woman, for the fall of humanity. When everything that they have done, they have robbed, they are thieves, they have been gaslighting the whole time. It's a manipulation. Anyway, kisses and hugs. Y'all share the live. I'll see y'all the next time. See y'all. And I want to say this evening, I want to come back this evening. It's interesting, when I was learning about it, I was called a devil, worshiping heretic. Well, I mean, you got to think about it. That's the gaslighting part. The first as I just very recently began to learn about the Lilith, my spirit leaps in me. Something about me, though. The truth is always been important. You know, I'll suffer for the truth. Willing to. You know what I mean? It's just something about the truth. And the Lilith conversation will be had over here. And I need the church to wake up. Yep, considering the source, an old male preacher. An old male preacher told you about that? My journey has been interesting. It really has. Men preachers and some women have given me a hard time very early on. No, he said I was a heretic for asking a question about her. Well, yeah. What's up, Levi? Nick said, pow wow. Because, listen, they want to stay in charge. Hey, Levi. They want to stay in charge. This earth is fixing itself. And I think it's very exciting. But anyway, I'll see y'all later on. Hopefully tonight. And if not in a live, maybe in a video. Thank you for the hearts. Y'all don't forget, share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Bye, guys. Y'all have a good day.